DJ Star.
Babysitting until 5 in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning? That's time you go to work?
No, that's when their mama come and get them.
Oh. Okay.
Gift.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing popping. All right, season 4 Cap Podcast is the crew. As we wrap up this season, going into season 5, we're just gonna do the last end of the video of season 4 review. So we got the team here, Quita with the updated background. It seems like she into this stuff type of now.
Mm-hmm.
No more curtains, huh?
I don't know, because I don't like the way it really looks on the podcast, but it's okay.
Well, this is going better.
So you like that big chandelier on here, though?
It's just the fact that it says my name.
You should have went with the first one and dropped the picture of you. No, I'm serious. It was bigger. That looked like a thumbnail.
I know I made it smaller so that it'll be pushed back some.
And we got
so I won't be covering. I wouldn't be covering it up. I'm over here working on something too.
Well, let's just get to it. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts on this season?
Well, we found out a lot what women think about black men. Some were good, some were bad.
Some were bad. Yeah.
Florida got a new mic.
Hmm.
We didn't get one.
We didn't get one.
Well, yeah.
He's Gladys Knight. We're the Pips.
Yeah.
Basically, because y'all making this into a big deal.
Nah. My bad. He David Ruffin and We the Temptation.
Yeah, both of y'all suck.
We the Temptation.
Both of y'all suck. Both of y'all suck. That got nothing to do with season 4. Quita?
They got a lot to do.
It does. It has a whole lot. I've learned a few things from you losers. It's been a couple things that have caught me off guard this season. Like Perk has said something about people might change, as far as dating, people might change for you, but then after a while they start to show up, like the old them start to show up because the person that they changed into wasn't really them. And I'm like, damn, like that threw me off. That really threw me off. I was not prepared for that. Like that, you should have dropped that video as a snippet because
What video?
When Perk said that.
Sure. Which one?
I'll send it to you. It was the one, I think TJ was on there with us.
Oh, sure. I mean, it was, I think it was 2 of them with TJ.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll say this. I was highly shocked at the stuff that some of the black men said. And I kind of felt some of the stuff that black women said, I kind of felt they was going to say that regardless. Like with the Houston Memphis crew, which Quita missed out one. I just want to throw that out there since we're throwing shade. The shit they said sounded common. Like it sounded like everybody else was say that. So I was like,
oh look, you said the Houston Memphis people said?
Yeah, the Houston Memphis crew.
It sounded like something a woman would say.
No, like you can't say that because you said on there what they said was different.
What? No. I'm talking about the reaction.
Okay, that ain't what you just said. You said what you just said was what the Houston Memphis people said was common.
Right.
That's
but their reaction.
Who reaction?
Their reaction. It was different.
To what?
it was different from to what it was what we got the whole season.
I know, but listen to what you said though. That ain't what you
You
said.
can't say it was common then.
Yeah.
The reaction?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
So what they said.
Confused dust.
So no, okay, let me break it up. So what they said, common. Their reaction.
No.
So I can't say reaction.
That's not lining up. That's not lining up with what you told them. Because what you told them was, you told them that everything they said was basically different
from what you usually get.
Yes. And now you're saying that it's common, and that's not true.
That mean it was the same.
Yeah.
I was going off the reaction.
Their reaction to what?
To the everything, from the what we was talking about to the state of black men.
Yeah, but you said it was different than every other female that we had on there though. So it wouldn't, you can't say now that you knew that they was gonna say that because we didn't know that.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I'm confusing myself right now.
Yeah, you're confusing yourself and you're confusing us because you said two things. When you was on that day, that night, you said, "Hey, listen, we've got a lot of conversation about this, but what y'all have brought has been very different than what most females have said about black men." And I can concur to that.
Well, maybe I'm tripping because I was going off the reaction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But the reaction, let me say that the reaction, does that count for some or nah?
Whose reaction? Their reaction?
No, in general. I'm talking about the reaction in general to everybody.
You talking about people's reaction to their conversation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this cigar champagne kicking in right now. I am feeling good. So the reaction, I'm gonna say the reaction. So what was y'all favorite episode?
I mean, I really didn't have a favorite. I do think the Houston Memphis was a good conversation. It was some good feedback, dialogue. So
I'm gonna say the episode that your aunt was on. There was another lady on too.
Sandy.
I think I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was probably when you talked a lot in.
Huh?
That was the one she talked a lot in.
That's just Sandy. Like, she don't know when to stop.
No. I'm talking about Quita.
Oh, I was talking about Sandy.
No, I was talking about Quita. That was the one she talked a lot in.
The one
Really?
she talked about, the one with was Zora on for that one?
No.
Well, you was talking about the paying for the poom poom and all that. That confused me. I still don't get that one.
I was just saying that people will do shit for free other than getting the money for it. They'd rather put themselves out there for free than let somebody pay them for it. Because then if they let them pay them for it, they're considered a hoe.
We're gonna keep it moving. Okay. That was like something different, real different.
I'm over here cutting out a horse if y'all just wondering if
it looked like he was painting.
it's a hot wire and I'm cutting styrofoam.
Touch Your Glass on the Cal Podcast. Season 4 wrap up. Quita doing her thing. It is what it is.
Yeah, I got Kentucky Derby.
I'm smoking cigar, drinking champagne, confusing people with my words, going back on my words.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a season. I ain't gonna lie. So
Weezy almost took us out.
Nah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. He didn't try.
I'm glad that was at the end because that was bad. It was real bad.
That's the thing, though. I wasn't expecting. No. Let me say that I wasn't expecting me to react the way he did to that. Because when we before y'all got on, he played the DJ Star drop, and I was like, yeah, hit that shit whenever you want to, Weezy. But it seemed like at the end, it's like I tried talking and I was just choking up.
It was when you asked him like how was he doing after it, it was the long dramatic pause. And I guess like, yeah, it was the pause that took me out. And then you was trying to close out. I'm like, wait, I ain't ready. Hold up.
Shit, I wasn't ready. I'm thinking I'm finna do what I've been doing. Close this shit I get over. No, I like all that. Just it's like, man, like throat started getting stuff, and I couldn't. It was just it was just one of them moments. Like I wasn't expecting that. Not from me.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. So, my favorite, I'm gonna have to say, I don't want to be judgmental. I would say Tokiyana, but let me throw something off. I'm gonna say the one with Young.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say the one with Young. Now I will say this one I'm about to post for my brother. I done watched this shit like 4 times. It is so damn confusing.
You still gonna post it?
Wow.
Because like it's a moment where he just talking.
Cut it out.
I done tried to, like, it's like certain stuff I try to cut out, but it takes away it takes away from what he end with and what he start with. It's just like just leave it in there and let it be.
Okay, so like I understand why he was so passionate about some of the stuff that he was saying. Because like literally he said he mentioned something about if he don't tell people, you know, things about God, then they'll be picked up by a witch. Literally, I think it was yesterday, a lady messaged me under my post on my picture and was like, hey, DM me. And when I DM'd her, I was like, hey, what's up? I'm thinking maybe, you know, she want to get in touch with me with decorations, anything. This lady literally went through a whole paragraph of stuff like somebody around you has bad energy and you've been thinking things were going to work out for you, but they're not working out. And these last few months haven't been easy. Like the stuff she was saying was common things. And if I was actually going through something, I could have easily related that to my life. Like, where the hell did she even come from? But that's because people, you know, they reach out to other people, like they prey on people. And then if I'd have been like, oh yeah, you know, how you know that's been going on? Then boom. Now I'm picked up by a witch that want to do a reading on me. A tarot reading. Like, so I understand why he was so passionate about, because that's what it is right now.
Right. But the question that we asked him was about black men and dating. And somehow it went down that whole path. That's all I'm saying. Now this is my blood brother. This is my flesh, my blood. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But I'll let y'all look at it and y'all tell me what y'all think about it before I post it. So yeah.
I mean, it's been happened before. A thing hasn't made the podcast. The episode hasn't made before.
Yeah, but that one is different from this one. That one, he was literally looking off. At least my brother was looking in the camera. So,
well, you never know who it might touch, though.
That is true.
True.
That is true. So, only thing I got left is just literally what are we doing for season 5? Like, what questions y'all want to ask the women? I already got one, body count.
Ooh.
Tattoos, no tattoos.
I'm talking about like in the not the Cal podcast and question. I'm talking about in general.
Oh,
I like tattoos, y'all.
I know. I saw how you was looking at it.
I think.
Looking at who?
Me. Don't
I
hate,
think you
don't.
should do body. You doing body count. I think you should ask the part about the money. Does the salary make a
Like,
difference?
or the 40K, the 45K.
Yeah. Kids.
As in what with kids?
If he has kids or not kids.
Oh,
Because a lot of women say that they are looking for what. If you go on Facebook, it's some women on posted. Where the men with no kids at? The single men with no kids at.
Then you got that. You got the, are they God fearing or not? Do they go to church? And then I think
the state of Black women.
That's gonna be the first question.
Toya said, are they mentally stable?
Mm-hmm.
I think she said she kind of stressed that, and that was kind of one of the things I really thought about, like, being a single man now and going into a relationship. Am I stable? Am I healed from past traumas, issues, relationships? And like I said before, with what Will Smith said, I think you gotta be happy yourself. You can't go in a relationship with somebody else to make you happy. Are you happy? Like what would happy look like to you?
Oh shit, Perk, you just knocked out one of my questions because I was gonna ask you that.
What?
As a Black man, are you mentally stable? I was gonna answer the question too.
Yeah. I think I'm mentally stable. I think I think I'm in a good place. Well, let me say this. I'm in a better place than I was 2 weeks ago.
No more
So
dislocation.
yes, but I think I'm in a good situation. Now as far as being in a relationship, that's a fight every day. And I think one, just because of what Quita said, me making a statement of, when you get into something, being who you are. Like a lot of times, and TJ said he don't. But I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where I didn't put on a little something at the beginning. But I know with the four of us, or three of us now, I feel like the woman we gonna be with gonna have to be different.
Of course.
Just because our relationship is very different, and a lot of people can't handle that. So for me, it's always, I think we cool with whoever we pick, but I think we have a question in our mind, like, is she gonna be able to deal with our relationship?
So for me, if I had to put mines on a table 1 to 10, I would say maybe a 5. And the reason why I say that, because I'm still not where I want to be. And when I mean that, I mean financially. Like, if you would have told me I would be in the situation that I am in now, when I graduated from college or even thought about going to college, it is nowhere I would have thought I'd have been in this situation. So does
that justify you being successful?
Say it again.
Well, I think I said that wrong. So does finance justify you being happy?
Nah, it's just the fact that it's stuff I want to do that I can't do.
I agree with you, but I'm saying to me, and I ain't trying to persuade you, but I feel like you're trying to justify your happiness off of a financial status.
Finances.
No, it's true. No, ain't no sway. I'm on that, yeah, pretty much. But I can say this.
But here go my thing. Go ahead.
No. But what I can say from this is, even though my financial status is not where I want to be, I still get looked at different. The image I see of me is not what the image people see of me. And that's what I learned this whole season. Because even from not even dealing with the podcast, just in my day-to-day routine in Jacksonville, like I'll give you the best example. It's a young lady I went to school with. She found out I had a podcast. The way she was talking to me was way different before she knew I had a podcast. And how she was talking to me, it literally, I was like, you do know that you got this, and that. All I got is a podcast, but the way she was acting and talking, it was like I was on BET or some shit. And she found out through Facebook. So from that, it kind of helped me out, but I still, my head is just, financially, I just didn't think I would be in this position.
Well, I think we all been there though. Like I think we all been a point to where we thought we would be in a different place. And I think that is a lot of people that have graduated. That's been the thing that has stressed us out and made us depressed. I've been thankful that I came through that storm and learned that people will put you in a place if you let them though. And my success and what was this? What was the thing? Drake talking about successful. My successful is not about finance though. My successful is about peace. And I would say part of it is it might be a little have to do with finance, but if I can do certain things, then I'm happy. And because it's a lot of people that are in great positions that aren't mentally stable.
Twitch just killed himself today.
Yeah, rest in peace to DJ Twitch. That's a whole long story behind that, but I'm gonna come back to that because I got some.
It goes back to what Park said, like.
No, because this is the reason why, because it has been a lot of Black men passing away who has been dating or married to white women.
But I mean, that comes from, that also is like a sign of, not to say institutionalized, but I want to say culturalized, because we think, and that's just the way we're raised, that we think once we make it that we got to get with a white woman, and that's not as big as it used to be when we were growing up. I know when I was growing up, that was a big thing. Like if a dude went to the league, he had a white woman. Now, not so much, because a lot of dudes are staying with whoever they talk to within college, whether it be white, Mexican, foreigner, or whatever, or Black, and you still have something who deal with Black. But I just feel like if I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be happy with money or without money. Now, does money make me feel bad because I can say yeah, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh well, if I can't pay my bills, I'm gonna still be happy. But I'm not gonna let that be the reason that I'm not mentally stable. Because, and the reason I can say that is, and I tell people this a lot of times, when you wanna change how you look at life, start helping other people. I can tell you now, when I was in Louisiana at the time, before I moved to Oklahoma, when I was in Louisiana, I was working with kids, and some of these kids stayed in like the worst areas of Louisiana. And some of them, like, I would go in their house, it would smell like pee or whatever. And I would take them to the Rex, or I would take them to like games. And it would, to my success for that was when they had never been and they was just happy to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it was like, you know what, man, fuck them bills. man, this dude over here happy about life just to go to the wreck. And I'm over here tripping about a bill that I could push back or I could pay something on it and then move on. And I got to that point where I was just like, you know what, man, it ain't worth stressing over there no more. To be happy to be able to help a young kid to be able to look at something past high school, because you got to think about it. A lot of kids don't go past high school. They ain't even looking past high school. Like, I know we see a lot of kids go to college, but it's a lot of other kids that don't go to college because they don't look past college. I mean, high school. So for me, it's just like, you know, I need to be in a better place because like Florida saying, you really don't know who watching you. It's people that put you on pedestal and you don't even know they put you on pedestal. Like, they'll tell you about something you put on social media and was like, oh man, you was at this concert, man, blah, blah, blah. Man, boy, you doing big things. You like, bro, we snuck in there. We didn't go in there. But in my head, I'm thinking like, people don't really know what you're doing when you're showing social media. So they live off of you through social media. Mm-hmm. And so they may think of you in a higher aspect and you just like, man, I'm just having fun. I'm not really trying to be no big person, but people will put you there. And I feel like that with a lot of celebrities. A lot of times, some of these celebrities, they in the same boat. They just like, man, we just out having fun, bro. I'm gonna get this money. I don't care about this. Like Pusha T, he was like, man, I don't care about the fame. I'm trying to get a bag. I don't need the fame. Y'all ain't got to say my name no more. As long as I get this bag, I'm good. And I just feel like at this point in life now, going through college, like you gotta, college is different now than it was when we was going. You don't really got to go to college now. You can start working for Amazon now and be retired when you about 50, 45, 50.
So if I knew what I knew now, I never would have went to college.
I mean, and you know what? I think about that, but I will say this.
The experience, yeah. But if I knew what I knew now, I never would have went to college.
But here go the thing. If you knew now what you knew back then, college was the part that helped you know what you know now, though. So if you take away that part, would you know that now, or how would you still have gained that educational piece or experience? Because I can say for me, I had a homeboy when I was in college. My first semester, I learned so much my first semester in college. I had a homeboy who he didn't go to school for like 3 years. He started telling me stuff he was learning. I was finna graduate and he was just learning them things. And I was like, man, I feel like everybody should go to college one semester. It ain't for everybody. I can say that too. As working as an advisor, college is not for everybody. Everybody can't go to college. It ain't the easiest thing in the world to change your life after 18 years of straight structure to go to 4 months where your life has changed. Man, that's hard.
So Quita, for you, mental stability with the black men that we had on this season, what is your opinion? As a woman looking in.
Okay, so let me put this down. Hold on. Make sure we don't burn nothing up over here on podcast doing this. Okay, so mental stability. Like, y'all actually, you know, I'm always amazed by the people that y'all have on here. Who was the guy that was in the wheelchair?
Stu.
And it was another guy on there.
Kirk.
With us. That was a good episode too. I think I like that one too. But I'm always amazed by the people that y'all have on here. All
right, let's just break it down. Me and Perk, mental stability. Your opinion.
You and Perk?
Okay, TJ then. Shit. Handsome.
I mean,
handsome.
but okay. So I can't even I can't even say that because people will look like they're mentally stable and you don't know what they're going through in life. Look at my own situation. I'm always smiling. You never see me sad. Like you never, even at work, like even when I'm going through things, you're not going to see it on my face. I'm not one to wear emotions on my face unless it's like a debt, then I can't control those things. Me personally, like I've gotten to the point in my life, I don't stress over things that I cannot change.
Come on now.
Like it's purposeless. Like I'm not going to stress myself out about the things that I cannot change. And then if I can change it, I'm going to do what I can, a little bit at a time. I'm not going to stress about trying to do it all at one time. Financially stable. Well, when you said something about finances and happiness, like I don't care about that. Like me personally, I'm trying to grow my business. I'm not financially stable. When people always ask me, I say I'm trying to get myself together. But we've talked about it before. Like, no, my parents did not teach me about finances. So when you ask about health literacy or financial literacy, I always say finance, because how do I get myself together or my finances together if I've had nobody to show me? Even in my business, like you said, you wouldn't go back to college. If you know what you know now, you wouldn't have went to college. Me personally, I'm like, oh, I need to get in college now because I'm trying to start my own career in my business, and I'd rather learn interior decorating so that I can know what to do in event decorating. So I'm with Perk on that one. You said what?
No, I didn't. Interior and exterior. I didn't.
Well, interior decorating would be like, it'll be like homes and stuff like that, like businesses and stuff like that. But I'm trying to learn the business side of it because a lot of people don't want to teach you what they know. They feel like they paid for what they know, so you should pay them for what they know. So I want to learn the business side of it because you can't teach creativity. You have that here. So
this is a question I think none of us answered, but it was brought up every time. What is the best way for Black men to heal?
You can't pinpoint just one thing because different people need to heal from different traumas. Some people have mommy issues. Some people have daddy issues.
Break it down then, Quita. Break it down.
Like, it just depends on what you're healing from. And I think the way to heal from whatever you have to deal with it head on. Because if you never deal with it, you're not going to heal from it.
Yeah. I think first thing is you got to find out what you have trauma from. What issues are you dealing with? And again, I say, and a couple people have gotten into mental health with kids, and the first thing I tell them is, man, listen, whatever you dealing with or haven't dealt with, those kids gonna bring up, and not intentionally they're gonna bring them up, but you're gonna deal with some life situation, and 9 times out of 10 they bring them up. They uncover all of the wounds that you have covered up. You have put band-aids on, and that's why I say I think the first thing you got to do is identify the traumas that you haven't gotten over, the people that have hurt you, the people that you thought were supposed to be there for you and they weren't. Whether it was from a little kid to grown people, because we all think certain people should be there. And another thing I think, as Black people that we have to do is we have to learn how to grieve. A lot of times we don't want to grieve because we feel like that puts us in a vulnerable situation. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like, as I think somebody said on here too, and if I can remember correctly, there's a lot of men now who are in therapy. there's a lot of men who are seeking therapy. You know, and I think one thing I can say about our circle of people is some of us know how to talk to each other. Some of us hang out just to vent and get away from the stresses of the world. But I do think we still have some ways to go. But I do think the first thing we have to do is find out those things that have been holding us back. And then I think we need to work on that, trying to get those things done, because a lot of those things we carry over into, you know, our relationships and even our marriages. Like a lot of times people don't really understand, you know, the baggage that they're bringing into a marriage. I was just talking to one of my homeboys, well, two of my homeboys before I got on, and that was something he was saying. He was like, you know, when you get engaged and you have to go through that marriage counseling, you know, you got to be real about yourself and you got to talk about those things, because sometimes you don't really know who you get married to until after you married, and now you stuck with the person. So I think for me and a lot of dudes and males now, I think that's the biggest problem that we have right now, is that all of us want to be married and want to be good husbands, but I mean, it ain't really a whole lot of good role models out there to be looked at.
Hell no.
Okay, I thought you was going somewhere else with it. Thought you was gonna say a whole bunch of good wives.
I can't speak for the wives,
but women too now. I mean, my thing is that it don't exclude the women too, because everybody's doing the same thing. But
it is fucking crazy that these people are really married and really cheating on they. I'm speaking for men. I can't speak for the women. We'll deal with them in a couple of months. But it's like, yo, you really are married to a beautiful woman, not somebody ugly, not somebody like, oh, she been ran through, to a decent woman, and you still fucking around with other women on this woman. I don't get that, and I pray to God I never come that type of man.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, it's
the lack of something.
No. This is just something that goes on. Like a lot of stuff we do is because we seen people do it when we were younger, and now we doing it. I mean, and that's why I say, for me to be with somebody, I want to be more than just in love with that person. Like I want to be friends with that person, because you really talking about being with one person, unless you go the poly way. Now, I'm at a point in my life, I'm 50-50 on poly.
I can't do it. I ain't got that much energy.
Okay.
It ain't, but it's not a lot of energy though. Like I really been watching these people in this poly world, and they just happy. Like they don't have a time. They hadn't even been talking about sex. They just been talking about it's 3 people.
I ain't talking about sex. I'm talking about just remembering birthday.
Yeah, look, that's why they got cell phones and they got Androids.
Facts, because mine shows cell phone.
I gotta remember this person. They like chicken sandwich.
When you send happy
like
birthday to somebody, the iPhone automatically saves it now. Like it updates the contact that it's their birthday. But look, Tokiana, it will. Tokiana has said something that I partially agree with. When she said that you should be able to go to your homeboys and, you know, have conversations and vent. Like the part I disagree with was like, don't talk to me about it, talk to them. I don't agree with that part of it, but I feel like you should be able to go to your homeboys and get, you know, some kind of peer counseling, you know, sound advice.
It depends on if they believe the same thing you believe, though, because sometimes that's gonna be the problem too, because you're gonna have one nigga who like, man, bro, just go and get you another little side chick, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. Then you're gonna have one dude like, bro, you got married. Cause I mean, and my thing, see, my problem is when you get married before God.
Right.
And see, some people take that part to the part of, oh, it's just a phase. Like I'm getting married, boom, I'm gonna get married, blah, 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 cool. But see, my thing is, I don't want to get married and be and be cheating because I just feel like
It's
I
just
might as
waste
well
of time.
stay single. Might as well stay single. And so to me, it's like, okay, if I can't have everything I want, then I don't want it. Like I'd rather just be, you know, like one chick was asking me, she was like, so why you single? I said, cause I don't feel like I'm in the right place. Like, I don't feel like if I just go be with somebody and say I'm with them, I could wake up one day and be like, man, I'm gonna go out here and mess with another chick. But if I'm married, then it's like, okay, now I gotta hide this. I gotta delete messages.
And I get
Then
caught
she
every
might
time.
get mad and she want to mess up what I got going on. Now I gotta pay alimony. I'm just like, it's too much. It
Got a
really
whole
is.
scenario.
Dog, it's
Listen,
so
let me tell
much.
you
My
Listen,
God,
something.
I gotta pay alimony.
I sit here and fight with God about this situation. Like, bro, you're gonna have to come on. Like, I need you to put me in the right position because you know, and then and see the other problem is what really pee me off is people be trying to put me with certain people. And I'm like, man, that's a good person. I promise you that's a good person. But they might not can fit my lifestyle. Like, I know for a fact I'm an a-hole. I know this. I get this everywhere we go. Not even gonna deny it. And so when I meet these people and we having conversation and they like looking at me crazy because I done said what I felt, it's like, well, yeah, that ain't gonna work, bro. I can't make them fit because they're a good person. They might be good, they just ain't good for me. And then
Right.
they be like, oh man, I think this person would fit you. Like you don't even really know me like that. When y'all see me, I'm to myself because you can't handle the real person. So I just feel like for me, it's gotta fit. That's been my only thing now. Like it ain't even about how she look no more. Even one of my homeboys was like, yeah, man, you know, you gotta settle down. Bro, I want to settle down, but I'm telling you now, for me, it has to like I gotta
But
feel it.
why
I
do
gotta
you
feel
have to
like
settle down? Like, why do they feel like you have to settle down right now just because you're getting older?
well, you get older, and then you know, the biggest thing is when it comes to now, like what I hear a lot of now is like, okay, you're getting older, you want to have kids, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I want to have kids. See, that's another problem. I want to have kids, but I don't want to have kids with the wrong person because I don't want to
yeah.
deal with that.
Because the situations
I
that I
don't
done
wanna
seen,
deal
like,
with
bro,
with the
no.
child support and
I'll fight a
blind,
woman.
you know, like because let me be clear. And this is probably the first time I'm gonna say this
Keep
publicly.
my kids from me. I'll fight you.
Oh,
This probably gonna be the very first time I say this publicly. I had a kid that I took that was my kid, and everybody thought that was per kid. And it got to a point where I couldn't see the kid, and like Florida said, I really thought about doing something bad to her. And I had to really be like, you know what? This is not what it's supposed to be, bro. And in my head, I was like, you know what? I know if I have a biological kid, I'm probably gonna go to jail. So I need this to work. Whoever I have a kid with, gotta work out. Like we gotta have some real live conversations and some agreements because that baby mama drama, I can't do that. No.
So for me, I go off my daddy because I look at him now in the situation he in because everything that he did, I say that's something I don't want to do. That's why, like, if I ever get in a relationship or get married, hey, listen, if I got to cheat, hey, babe, let's just go ahead and get a divorce because I'm finna be fucking on you.
it's not that easy though. You build a life with someone and then just to
So
up and
would
leave
you?
the life that you
Would
built
you
and
hold on? No, Quita. Would you rather me cheat on you in front of your face or behind your back? If I came and talk to you, hey, listen, I ain't feeling this. You still want to
have
be
we
married to
tried
me?
to work it out?
If I listen, it ain't that hard to work it out. I done seen men who tried to work it out and still end up cheating. So what's the point? Hey, if you ain't feeling it, let it go.
Now I understand that, like, if you're not feeling it, go ahead and let it go. Or, if you're gonna continue to do what you do, go ahead and let it go. But it's hard to just release something that you've built for years.
Let me tell you something. And that's a question that I was going to ask in season 5, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. There are women who are still married to their husband on paper, shout out to TK, even though the husband with somebody else. I know a woman right now, she cannot accept the fact that her husband left her for another man. And will not.
Now, I can't hold
on, Quita. She will not sign those divorce papers. This man been fighting with her for 5 years. But it's
a way around that though.
She can't accept the fact that this man left her for another man. Be all in church with the shit too.
Excuse me, I think I missed the part.
and I'm like, just let it like that. Yes, he left her for another man, and he's been trying to fight this divorce for 5 years.
Okay.
And everybody in the church know this.
I mean, I don't care what other people would think, but I cannot hold on. 5 years is a long time to be holding on to somebody that don't want you. So
I'm just like,
why? What is there that she's holding on to? That's what I need to know. Does he still come home from time to time, or
Quita? What does it matter? He with another man.
I mean, but if he's still satisfying her in some kind of way, she's going to continue to hold on.
Would you continue? Okay, and that's a question I want to ask women. Because
if he's giving her a little bit of hope, she's going to hold on. That's why a lot of people, the baby mama, baby daddy situation, that's why a lot of people don't get into it, because they have to have a line of communication because of that child. And if somebody is still holding on to something, there is a 50-50 chance that something will happen.
And that's agreed upon. But my thing is, my problem with it is the drama.
Yeah, but
that's my problem.
Drama comes because somebody is still holding on to something. Like my baby daddy, he was upset. My baby daddy, we stopped talking in 2009. I was getting married in 2013. I think he called me in 2012 and was like, and you're talking about you getting married. I haven't had no conversation with this man, especially if it wasn't about our child. But that's because he was still holding on to something. He wasn't over me.
Yeah, but I mean, and that comes with time. But a lot of times, some men don't want to let that go and be vulnerable. And that's a lot of not dealing with the situation.
Right.
That's a lot of not being emotionally in tune with yourself to say, hey, you know what, this is it. Like, I gotta let this go.
And having to deal with the reason why it ended, especially if you were the reason why.
Hey, I'm quick to let something go now. Hey, you want out? Hey, no problem. You ain't gotta worry about me calling you. You ain't gotta worry about me texting you. I'm good to go. Because there's more fish in the sea, and every day I go on Instagram, I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, man, let me tell you something. I went on IG today, and I swear for God, if I get in a relationship, y'all gonna know I'm in a relationship, because I am gonna delete a lot of people off IG.
Are you serious?
Man, listen, let me tell you something. That is temptation on IG. That is the devil.
I need to see y'all's IG, because it sounds like y'all stuff is lit.
And it really, let me say this. It
Go
really,
look at the Cowpox IG.
It's the people that you follow. It's some of them, but the other ones are the people that just, they come in through the algorithm, and it's like you like sliding on the reels, and it's like, I ain't gonna ever in my life see you. Why would you come on my reel today?
Listen, bro.
Like, why?
I tell people all the time, don't listen. There's gonna be bad women no matter what. You can type in right now, Kansas City, Missouri on Instagram. It's gonna show you all the women, bro. They out there. Just find you one, thug out with her, and let it be. Because at the end of the day, you gotta and please take this the right way. There's a girl right now that's 10 years old. In 8 years, she's gonna be a sex symbol and legal. Bruh, just let it go. Get with your boo and ride out. They coming. They not gonna stop making them.
That's why I need my wife to be. We need to be friends because we need to have these conversations. Like, baby, do you see this temptation? This is temptation right here. Most women,
and that would probably be me. I would be the one like, babe, look, this the bitch I'll share you with.
I'll be right there. Let
maybe
see what she about.
And be like, nah, why is you, girl? I wouldn't let my husband look at her like that. Like, first of all, we are not together, me and you. That is why I would never marry you. Second of all, don't listen to her because she is not in this marriage. Listen, them women who be like trying to be hard on that man, I'd be like, bro, I would have never married her.
Bro, listen, 5 weeks ago, TK, Sheikah, Moni No Love, best friend in the background, Aaron, and Lena. I never knew these heifers existed. All of a sudden,
they changed their life, huh?
They done, especially that damn TK. Oh, and don't forget about Marcy. She her too. All 6 women I never knew existed in my life. Now I listen. They ain't, especially Moni No Love. She is going nowhere because that lady's a business. We got to talk about her in the after party because she got a lot of business stuff going down. Even though it don't look like it, that lady is a walking billboard. But these 6 women came into my life and it ain't been the same since. Shout out to TK. Love you, boo. So they out there. They're out there. I promise. Oh, don't forget about Zorro too. We ain't forgot about her either.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no knees and all. We good on that. Like it's they out there, bro. It's nowhere around. I guarantee you, in season 5, we gonna meet somebody new. Cause I am reaching out to people. Season 5, we gonna meet somebody and be like, damn, where have you been all my life? So
let me text my friend Tilly.
Tell her hands up.
Keep them up.
Keep them up. Well, no college knee having ass. We love you, Zara. We love you, Zara. All right. So my
girl said.
Oh, what you did? Cut the light off?
It fell.
Okay. All right. Season 4 Cal podcast. Re-wrapping up, man. What anything y'all want to say about this season? Any shout outs?
I'm just looking forward to it. I actually think we should have did it opposite. Like have women talk about the state of Black men and have men talk about the state of Black women. I think we should have did the opposite. But it's gonna be interesting to see what women have to say about the state of Black women. And what they feel like we should do better in 2023. I can't wait.
I mean, I'm kind of like you. I learned a lot about some that some of the women said, but I definitely learned a lot from what the 6 women said. They surprised me on a lot of stuff that they said. And like Florida said, to know that there is women like that out there is definitely a good thing. But I feel like we improved. What I can say, what I can probably talk about is, I feel like we improved the podcast. I feel like what we have talked about has been more of substance. It's just not been like, oh, they got a podcast and they talking about whatever. There has been like things that we have really talked about through the seasons. So I feel like we've grown. I think we still have some growing things to grow in and to make it better. Man, I mean, and then, just giving a person their flowers while you can. I mean, I appreciate Florida for bringing me on.
And
I
you
appreciate
should. And you should.
I appreciate it for the ideas and bringing the people he had brought on. Because I mean, listen, we started out with something small and it has picked up traction. And then we learned a lot about ourselves. A lot of us have changed from this. A lot of friendships have been made. A lot of
Yes, Lord.
Relationships have been made.
Yes,
a lot
Lord.
of relationships have been lost.
Yes, Lord.
Because of the podcast. So
yes, Lord.
But, we'll it's a new season. We got some good things we working on. Tomorrow we're gonna have a good meeting tomorrow. So I'm excited about what's to come.
Houston gonna be so lit in 2023, bro. Houston gonna be so lit, bro.
Oh, 23 is my favorite number.
2023, boy. Houston gonna be lit. So once again, thank you to my god brother Frank Butler for getting on. Thank you to Pastor Vernon Joseph from Crossroad Christian Church. Also, thank you to Shamika. She was on. Thank you to Go DJ Weezy. Thank you to Win. Thank you to DJ T Baby. Thank you to Kirk and House. Kirk House and Stu. Big shout out to TJ for getting on twice. No, TJ got on 3 times this season. Looking forward to his podcast. Thank you to my aunt and Sandy. Big shout out to Yum for getting on. My man Fats from the barbershop. Yum and Fat, I still got your gift. They're sitting right there. I haven't mailed them yet, but I'm gonna mail them to you. I promise you, dog. I got you. Thank you to my boy Graylin Matthews for getting on. Zorro, who we renamed. Nobody knows that Z no more. It's Zorro. Tell her she need to change that shit. Thank you to Officer Officer Tremaine for getting on. Then thank you to my work wife, Tokiyana. Much love, boo. Much love. And then thank you to our Houston Memphis crew from Sheikah, Moni No Love, Aaron, who is best friend in the background friend in the back, and then what's it, Lena?
Yeah.
Lena, who's also looking for a good Christian man that's also nasty. Let me point that out. She's looking for a good Christian man, but she like him nasty. Just be
Omega.
Yeah, whatever she want, we gonna find her one. Just long as he loves Jesus and is a freak in the bed. That's what she's looking for. And then last but not least, big shout out to my boy Jeff Miller, aka Big Rustin, and my brother for getting on to help us with season 4. This has really been an eye opener. I really didn't think it was gonna go the way it did, but it did. Looking forward to season 5. First of all, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. And a Happy New Year to y'all. And once again, rest in peace to DJ Twitch. Make sure y'all check on y'all friends, man. Real talk. I'm still waiting to see what's going on because it has been a lot of black men dying who have been married or dating a white woman. I wish I could get Dr. Umar Johnson on for that, but goddamn, it's just too many of us passing away like that. So, like I always say, we're gonna get better and do better. That's Quita. That's Perk. Signing off from season 4. See y'all in season 5. Oh, stop. Hit record stop.
Yo, so
G14 classified. That's good.
DJ Star.
Hello, world. HSCT, you know how we do.
Long live DJ Star.